And hello everybody, this is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube. This is Forex Trading for Beginners, and our goal for you is to become consistently profitable, minimum 3 months, knowing when, how and why you make, and also knowing when, how and why you lose money. You should not be allowed to trade with real money until you reach the goal. What is the goal? To become consistently profitable. Minimum 3 months, one after another, no losing months in between. Hello Miguel, hello Eddington. If you are not going to listen to us, here is the risk disclaimer: don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose, and the webinars are not investment advice. Next week, everybody, is the so-called trading week. Next week we are going to put in practice what we have learned in this month, right? So we are going to search for trades, trading opportunities, okay, using market structure, trends and trend lines. But remember, the webinars are not investment advice. They are for educational purposes only. Your job is to question everything and don't be fooled after you understand and master all the things. Trading is still 80% emotional and only 20% technical. So in order to be successful at trading, you need to have your mind, set of rules, concepts, right, and your heart in the right place. And if being consistently profitable is difficult, if you are 1 month up, the next month you are down, or you are losing trades, you are winning, you probably still have things to learn, which is okay. And if your way is not working, why don't you try ours? Ours, I mean maybe mine, maybe Wiz's, maybe Dogdow's, maybe Sky is the Limits. This is the new trader, is a woman. And remember, 90% of traders who makes it between the 3rd and the 5th year of learning. For additional coaching or training or just questions, everybody, if you want to ask a question, write an email or write a message on Skype or LinkedIn. So that being said, let's dive into the live markets. So give me a currency pair, everybody. And today, the title of today's lesson is bringing all together, right? So give me a currency pair that you want that we analyze. If not, we are going to go with Canada JPY. Why not? Right? Why just euro, and AUD and so what? If you have a currency pair that you have difficulties to analyze or to understand, Canada JPY, okay? Miguel, what about you? Teacher Miguel, what about you? Is it okay? Yes, okay. Igor, if you are there, what about you? It's okay. Wesley, if you are there, what about you? Karen, if you are there, what about you? Okay, so Canada JPY. Okay, here, not this one, but Canada JPY. Canada JPY. I always have problems with the cat pairs. No problem. Okay, everybody, bringing all together. Number one, not for trading, but for taking in consideration, you need to know where are you or where is the market on the monthly chart, right? So Miguel, if you have problems with the cat, you start with the monthly chart, right? And we said that the monthly chart is the exception to the rule because we have the upper band, which is the so-called position trade, and we have the lower band, right? Here. So you have the lower band and you have the upper band. So this is the picture, okay? And inside this big picture, as you can see, you can draw levels of, we didn't cover yet, but you can draw levels of so-called support or maybe pivot points. Okay, why is that? Well, the market is going to respond to these levels, as you can see, right? And maybe, just maybe, you have something like this, right? The market responded in here or in here. Okay, there is no right or wrong. Okay, so this is the monthly chart. Teacher Eddington, Teacher Miguel, tell me, is the structure up or down on the Canada JPY monthly chart? Is the structure up or is the structure down? What do you think? Where should the Canada JPY pair go in the long run? Eddington says up. I would say up. Okay, so now let's talk about direction. The forex market is a financial game. For the lack of a better word, it's not a game, but let's call it a game between the two countries, and countries have contracts and they sign the contracts and they are going to say, well, because of the imports and exports, let's stay between in this range, right? So the market hit the upper band, so long term the market's supposed to go down. No guarantees whatsoever. But if nothing is going to change fundamentally, this is where the market should go long term, right? Do we agree on that? This is the specific of the monthly chart. I'm not saying that the structure is down, I'm saying that the market long term, if this is true, what I'm saying, that countries have contracts because of the imports and exports. Okay, yes, great. Now, question for you, Miguel and Eddington. What was the last trend? Was an uptrend or was a downtrend? What was the last trend? What was the last structure trend? It was an uptrend or it was a downtrend? Don't worry, don't be afraid, there is no right or wrong, just different ways to look at markets. What was the last trend, the last structure? Was an uptrend or was a downtrend? You can say, I don't know. You can say, well, I don't understand the question. No problem, we are here to explain. Miguel says down. Down, okay, great. So, this is structure, low, high, low, if you want, right? High, low, and high. So this was the first structure. Let's color code this in red, right? And then what happened? Then the structure was low, high, low. So this is the current. Oh, we have one more. We have still a lower high. It's just for a few pips, but okay. Do we agree on this structure, everybody? Do we agree on this structure? You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't understand, you can say I agree 75%. Do we agree on the black structure? Eddington says yes. What about you, Teacher Miguel? Do you agree on the black structure? Okay, great. So this is the monthly chart. The structure is down, right? And inside this structure we have highs and lows. We have waves. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then higher high, higher low, higher high. And then again, lower low, lower high, lower low. What do you think your plan? What do you think your plan should be, everybody? What do you think your plan should be? No guarantees, we don't have a crystal ball. We are just talking about structure and trying to make sense out of the structure. So, should we have a plan to go long, or should we have a plan to go short? And should we have a plan to go short term or long term, or should we have a long term plan to go short or long? There is no right or wrong. You can be a scalper and go long, and you can be a swing trader and go short. Both are going to win, or if they are wrong, both are going to lose. You have scalpers buying, you have scalpers selling. You have day traders buying, you have day traders selling. Both can make money, both can lose money. There is no right or wrong. So, short or long? Well, easy answer, everybody. What is the current trend? It's down, right? So far in the short term, the black structure so far in the short term, this was the counter trend line break. Let's color this in black. Right? And the market is making lower lows, lower highs. So far, everybody, we should make a plan to go short on this one, long term. Yes sir, short term, okay, yes, okay. Okay, now let's move on the weekly chart. Weekly chart, let's compress the chart. Right, weekly is a little bit different. So even though you have the horizontal lines for the position trades, so this is one, down here is the other. Okay, here, right? So this is where we are right now. Did anything change? Did anything change? This was the downtrend line break, and this was the uptrend line break, and we are here. Downtrend. Do we agree on that? That the current trend is down? Yes, okay. What about structure? What about structure? What about structure? So let's try to zoom in the chart, right? So structure high, low, if you want, high and low, right? So this is structure. And if we compress the chart, do we agree? No, Eddington says no. Okay, why not? I like the no's. Why not, Eddington? Is the no for the current downtrend, or is the no for the pink structure? I see the long term as an uptrend. So you see structure in the long run. Do you see structure in the long run? Miguel, what do you think about the pink structure? Is it right or is it wrong? Eddington says yes. Okay, so let's see if this pink line is okay, right? And then let's find the structure of the, let's color this in black, and let's try to find structure. So low to high, high to low, low to high if you want, high to low, low to high, right? Or if you want, everybody, there is no right or wrong, you can do it like this, high to low, low to high, right? So either way, this is one and you have this is the other. Okay, both are right. So what can we see right now? Is the market falling? Is the market rising? Right? What are we seeing right now? You have a higher low. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Miguel is going to ask, well, wait a minute, what about this price movement in here? Are you telling me to wait and not to trade this one? Isn't this structure, everybody? Miguel is asking, isn't this structure, right, Miguel? From early 2015 until the end, or early 2017, isn't this structure? Right? It's a structure in a structure. Miguel says, sure. Okay, so this is the difference. If you're a trader that you're going to draw the black structure, then your structure is down, right? You have lower low, lower high, lower low, broke the structure low, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, until here. If you are the trader who draws structure like this, so you have the up structure on this side and you have a down structure on this side, right? So you could have traded this downtrend, down structure. If you are a trader that likes the green line, you know, fewer highs and lows, then you would say, oh, this is not structure, this is just an up retracement. Okay? And Eddington is saying, well, I have an uptrend line here. In here, I have an uptrend line. Let's color code this in red and like this, right? So in between structure and trend line, who is the strongest, everybody? Who is going to win, the trend line or the structure? And remember, there are no guarantees, right? So let's continue with the black one. Up, low, higher high, higher low. No, there is not anymore. So you have a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. This is one trader who is designing structure like this, and then you have the green trader which is going to draw structure like this. You say, no, this is the structural low and I'm in an uptrend, right? So you have two different traders drawing structure in different ways. Both are right, everybody. Okay, both are right. Both have points, you know. The green trader has its points and the black trader has its point. Nonetheless, everybody, the market in the short term is down. It's making lower lows, lower highs. Okay? Either way, this chunk of price movement here, we are in a short downtrend. The market broke the uptrend line here, and this is the new downtrend, short term. Do we agree on that? And Eddington is saying structure wins. Are you sure? Are you sure? What is a trend line? What is a trend line? A trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. Right? Trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. Yes or no, everybody? In between structure and trend line, who is going to win? Eddington, if you're saying that the structure wins, then you wouldn't short in here, right? Because the structure is up. And Miguel, as a student, is going to ask you, teacher, but man, from early 2018 to 2019, No trading for us? No trading for us in here because structure wins? Everybody, the answer is this. It depends. It depends. Of course, in this example here, this is theory. The trend line wins, but also Eddington is correct. If the market breaks an uptrend line and makes still a higher low, and if the market makes a higher high, the structure wins. But if you don't have a higher high Eddington, right, there is a high chance probability that the market is reversing. So there is no just one answer. The answer is it depends. You need just one confirmation. Okay, monthly bias is down. We agreed on this. Monthly long-term and short-term bias is down. We agreed on this. Now on the weekly, Eddington is saying, well, I'm long. What about you, Miguel? Are you long? Are you short? Are you the green line trader? Are you the black line trader? Should we go short? Should we go long? What should we do? The concept says this: if you want to enter high probability trades, go find a trade that is in the same direction as the market structure. Meaning, what is market structure? Market structure is the overall trend. Eddington says, I am the green line trader, okay? Great, green line trader. No problem. What about you? Short. Great. Okay, so green line trader. Green line trader. When you green line traders, there are more of you, you're just quiet. When you bought this counter trend line, right, back in time, we don't have a crystal ball, but if you are a green line trader, you are in an uptrend and the market is making higher highs and higher lows, you would most likely you would have bought this counter trendline break right in here with the full body candle on the other side. So there is no right or wrong. I want you to learn something, everybody. If you would have bought this counter trendline break because you are in an uptrend and you are a green line trader and your structure is up, now that you have lost the trade, what is your explanation? Why did you lose? And I don't mean just, oh, I lost because everybody has losses. No, I'm not searching for this kind of answer. I'm searching for a purely technical answer. Why did you lose? Miguel, what do you think? Help Eddington out. Why did he lose? He's a green line trader. His structure is up. He has a long uptrend line because his structure is making higher highs and higher lows. And he went long, most likely in there, and he lost. Why did he lose? If everything is up. What do you think, everybody? Remember the lesson of the three trend lines: long term, short term, medium term, right? Remember the lesson of the three trend lines? Uptrend, right? Just an example. Okay. So you're going to have the here, right? The market is playing all around and it's playing here. So what you're going to have? You're going to have the overall long term, right? You're going to have the so-called outer trend line or medium term trend line talking about time, and you are going to have the so-called inner trend line, the so-called aggressive trend line or the so-called shorter trend line, right? So why did he lose? Why did Eddington lose his trade if everything is up and structure is clear? I didn't lose, my stop is still active. I don't believe so. We are on the weekly chart. I don't believe this, but okay, no problem. So what happened here? Right, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And even though if you are a green trader, also the black trader is going to have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. So his also structure most likely is up, right? Well, when the market breaks one trend line, did it reverse the trend? No. It's just retracing, right? And we did a lesson from where is the best place to enter. We said it's near the uptrend line, the long term. Those are the best, the high quality trades, right? So the market reversed, and here again, right? Eddington would bought this one, this counter trend line break. And now, if to be just, right, if you would manage your trade, you would end up in profit. But if you would just wait and you would put your stop loss down here, you would lose again, because the market again broke the uptrend line short term and start making lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? What I'm trying to tell you, everybody, is there is no right or wrong, but you need to make sense out of your losers. Don't just say, oh, I lost, what the hell, you know. Oh, tomorrow is another day, I'm going to put another trade. No. Do you want to be a professional trader? Do you want to have your Ferrari or Aston Martin or to be a millionaire or whatever? You should make sense out of your losers, technical sense. Technically speaking, I lost, that's okay, this is not a problem. Why did I lose? What didn't I see? Right? Did I enter prematurely? Did I enter on a false breakout? Did I enter when the higher time frame was telling me to go long and I went short? Why did I lose? My stop is just below the lower trend line. I'm still long. I know, Eddington, I know. Okay, so today we are making sense of everything. Canada JPY. Why did I choose Canada JPY? This is not one of the easiest pairs to trade. It's one of the difficult ones. Okay, so monthly bias and short-term trend is down. Weekly bias, Miguel says short-term trend is down. Eddington says long-term trend is up. Okay, Eddington, what is your short-term trend? Do you want to go short-term or do you want to go long short-term? Long, okay. And of course now comes the student trader and is asking you, Teacher Eddington, if the market broke the uptrend line, and if the market is making lower lows and lower highs, okay, why are you long short term? I know that you are long term because of the overall long uptrend line, but why are you long in the short term? Because the market is telling you to go down. The market broke the uptrend line. Let's color code this in orange. the market broke the orange uptrend line and start to make structure lower low, lower high, lower low. So why are you long short term? I'm not saying that you are wrong, I just want to know. We have a student trader asking this question. Why are we long short term if the market is making lower lows, lower highs, and it broke the orange uptrend line? And Eddington is saying, I'm not in the trade yet, but I am looking for the entry to go long. I am not looking for any entry to go short. I believe the structure is an up structure. Okay, so what if the market makes, and it's probably going to do, Eddington, still a lower high? What are you going to do? Miguel, what are you going to do when the market makes a lower high? Most likely the market is going to make a lower high. What are you going to do, Teacher Eddington, and what are you going to do, Teacher Miguel, before we go on the daily chart? The market is going to make a lower high, okay, near some level of resistance, most likely. So what are you going to do? Different traders with different situations, different ways of looking at charts. There is no right or wrong. Actually, I will look for the counter trendline break and go long. Teacher Eddington, you are going to wait for the counter trendline break and go long on current downtrend? Aggressive trend, yes, but you are telling our students to go long when the trend is down? Remember everybody, if you are too early in the forex market equals to being wrong. Okay? If you are too early, most likely you are going to be wrong. Teacher Eddington, we have a student asking, are you telling us to go long against the current, keyword, current downtrend? Teacher Eddington, what is going to be your answer? And Miguel, question for you, when the lower high appears, are you going to short the market? Or are you going to join forces with Eddington and try to go long? Teacher Eddington, what is your answer? Our student needs an answer. He's not saying that you are wrong, he just wants to understand, because for the beginner trader this is confusing sometimes. Oh, structure up and structure down, and structure up in a downtrend, structure down in an uptrend, and down retracement, and up retracement. It's confusing, right? I will answer before enter short. Great answer, Miguel. Congratulations to you. Great answer. Okay, everybody. So Eddington said you call it a downtrend. Let's clarify things. I'm talking about this piece of price movement here, Eddington. Okay? So far I agree with Miguel. I would go short because we are in a current downtrend and the market is making lower lows and lower highs. And if the next high is going to be a lower high, I am with Miguel. I am going to go short. But as we know, there is no right or wrong in the markets. We want to learn from you, Teacher Eddington, why would you go long in this short term, this is the weekly chart, it's about 2 years, but the structure is down. So this quadrant on the right, this is not that I'm calling this a downtrend, this is a downtrend. Problem is you are on a weekly chart. No, this is not a problem, teacher Eddington. Listen everybody, when things gets confusing, look at the facts, right? Like the, what's the word in English? Like the lawyer in court. He's going to say, fact. The market broke the orange uptrend line. This is a fact. Fact number 2. The market is making lower lows, lower highs. Those are facts, right? Listen, student Mara, when I say it is a problem, it is a problem. Okay. No problem, everybody. Okay. We are just talking here. So far, Miguel is winning, everybody, and if Miguel says, well, if it's going to make a lower high, and of course the market is going to wave, me and Miguel, we are going to draw a counter trend line, right, Miguel, like in here, and we are going to go short. Okay, this is the plan, and this plan is okay with the overall bias from the monthly chart. Okay, so we have all the reasons from the monthly to go short, and me and Miguel, everybody, there is no right or wrong, okay? But I cannot argument Eddington's decisions if he is not argumenting. So far, me and Miguel are short on the lower high, because this makes sense to us, okay? So let's go on the daily chart. Canada JPY daily chart. Let's compress the chart, okay, like this, and we can see the similar thing. We were in a downtrend, right? The market was making lower lows, lower highs. The market broke the downtrend line, started to go up. Let me see if I'm correct or I should go back in time. Well, no, this is there are too much different uptrends and downtrends. So this is what I would look for, right? And we have the long-term uptrend line the market broke, right? We had, first of all, do we agree on these trend lines, everybody? Do we agree on these two trend lines, the downtrend line and the uptrend line? Do we agree? Are you sure, Eddington? Isn't this a higher high? I mean a higher low? Are you sure, teacher Eddington? Oh man, FXPassion is just impossible today. He is just... Everybody, I want you to think and I want you to learn. Okay? Eddington says, I'm sure. Okay, so this is the uptrend line. Okay? Or it is this one, the uptrend line. Which one is correct? The upper trend line or the lower uptrend line? Which one is correct? Which one is correct, everybody? The upper trend line or the lower uptrend line? Miguel says yes, the second, the lower. Okay, what is the trend line? Concepts, trend line, the trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. So if you want that your trend line confirms the trend must making higher highs, higher lows. If it is too confusing, then try to find structure, right? Structure uptrend, high, low, right? Yeah, right? So when the market made a lower low, so this uptrend line is not valid anymore. The lower one, yes sir, right? In here. Yes or no? Lower low, lower high, the second one, or maybe it's the first one. So you have this picture and you have, oh passion, this is just confusing. I know. Let's try to stick with the concepts, right? The lower one. So you have the first one, the second one, okay? If either way, everybody, if you think the first one is correct and the second is not, either way, you have right now down structure, right? Either way. Do we agree on that, everybody, that we are in a down structure right now? On the daily chart, Canada JPY, do we agree on that? That we have a down structure? You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't know, you can say I don't agree. No problem whatsoever. And tomorrow is Friday. Prepare yourself, everybody. And the next week we have the so-called trading week. We are not going to explain any more concepts and rules. We are just going to search for trading opportunities. So the learning process, it's over, and next week we are just going to trade. Remember, these webinars are not trading, are not trading suggestions and investment suggestions. Eddington says no, it's a 75 up structure. Eddington, it's not an up structure, my friend. It's not an up structure. The red line is a down structure. You have everything the market is showing to you. The market, even though you can decide between the first black line and the second black line, the market broke. And it's making structure lower lows and lower highs. So it's not up structure. Listen to me. No, it's not up structure. Not yet. Passion, I'm on the setting page. No see the screen but having access to the chart. It is dropping still the message that you have a wrong string resolution. Nikita Orianis, I changed the resolution the last time that you asked me. Well, we can check this one right now. 1920 1920 setting. Let's see, video. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to change. Okay, you're right, I'm sorry, but I did change this one. Okay, I'm going to change from 1920. Okay, let's just finish the webinar. Where are we? EuroCAD. So where is the chart? Maybe this one? EuroCAD. Oh, here, no, not this one. Not this one, not this one. We are here right now. Now this is EuroCAD. Where is the Canada JPY? Canada JPY, AUDNZD, not this one, EuroCAD, AUDNZD, USD CAD, okay, no problem. Okay, let's go back again. So we were at Canada JPY, right? Canada JPY, daily chart. Let's wait for the software to respond. Okay, Yanis and Nikita, I will check every day before the webinar, okay? I know that I've changed the settings, but for some strange reason, the settings come the old way. So we are here right now, everybody. We are in a down structure. Low, high, low. Okay? Not this one, but here. Up and down, up and down. And the market broke the uptrend line. If you want, the market did break this one, or if you don't agree with this one, you would go with that one. Either way, the market broke your uptrend lines. So we are right now still in a downtrend. Okay, this is the daily chart. So let's zoom in, and what do we have right now? We can draw the first trend line. The market still making higher highs, higher lows. So this is our trend line right now, our uptrend line. We identified that we are in the down structural short-term downtrend, at least me and Miguel. And we are saying that, okay, let's short this. Okay, this is what you see, everybody. Teacher Miguel, is this enough to go short right now on Canada JPY? Is this enough to go short Canada JPY? Teacher Miguel, what do you think? I know that Eddington is not going to go short, but I will. So is this enough? Or should we wait for some other things? Meaning what we have learned so far, everybody: market structure, trends, inside trends, lows and highs, right? The three trend lines and the counter trend lines. And we have learned so far that the market is waving, and after a high it must make a low, and after a low it must make a high, right? Let's make it simple. Teacher Miguel, what is the market doing right now? Is it in an uptrend or is it in a downtrend? I'm not talking about structure right now, Miguel. I'm talking about the current trend. This is a counter trend line break. Yes, it is. But what is the market doing? Is the market retracing? Is the market rallying? What is doing in here? Down counter trend line break. Yes, but would you go short right now? Would you go short right now? You're right, you have a counter trend line break. Yes, sir. But you had, Miguel, also, I'm going to give you a help. You had a counter trend line break in here also. So is the counter trend line break enough? It's an up retracement. Yes, sir. Is enough the counter trend line break to go short? Teacher Eddington, help Miguel out. What do you think? Even this is not part of your strategy, what do you think? It's enough the counter trend line break to go short? No, not enough. Great. You are correct. Why not? Why not, Teacher Miguel? Why not? Because the market is making what? Higher highs, short term, higher highs, higher lows, right? So if you are going to enter right now, what the market can do? The market can go make still a higher low and push up and keep pushing up, right? And you are going to draw another counter trend line, right? So what must the market do? Well, if you want to enter high probability trades, everybody, wait for the market to signal you change in the trend direction. You need a lower low to start a crown formation. Yes, sir. So you need the market to make a lower low. Okay, and don't short the lower low. Why not? Because after the low the market must make a high. Lower low, and then the market is going to wave until it's going to make a lower high. If it's going to fall, the market is going to make a lower high, and here we are going to short the market. Do we agree on that, everybody? Do we agree on that? Don't get me wrong, Passion, can you explain? Yes, I know. Be careful, everybody, be careful about this. Sometimes when the market breaks the counter trend line break, like in this example, this is theory. Sometimes when the market breaks the counter trend line break, it makes already, when it breaks the counter trend line, it makes a lower low. So you can short. You can go short right now. But sometimes, as it is in this example, the market is going to break the counter trend line, but still is not going to make a lower low. So this is the signal for the professional trader. This is for you beginners. This is the signal to prepare yourself. Prepare your bullets, but don't shoot yet, because you don't see the target yet. Okay? Prepare your bullets, prepare your guns, but don't shoot yet. You don't have the target yet. Only when and if the market is going to break the lower low, right? Still wait, be patient, wait for a retracement of the downtrend line and enter on the next. Passion, can I enter before? Yes, you can, but it's not going to be a high probability trade. Why not? Because you don't have the reasons to enter. Eddington, no problem. You can go along. No problem whatsoever. You can do whatever you want. No problem. Okay? So if you are going to enter here, this is theory. Passion, can I go short before? Yes, you can, but if you are going to enter here, when the market didn't signal you yet the change in a trend, you are entering prematurely. And if you are going to lose, why did you lose? Because I entered prematurely. This is the reason. I know some of you are thinking, oh, I know that the market is going to fall. I know that this market is everybody, nobody knows nothing about the markets. Nobody, not even George Soros, not even Donald Trump, not even Putin, not even Warren Buffett. Nobody knows where this market is going to go in the short term and in the long term. It's all a game of probabilities. If you have more winners than losers, then you have an edge in the markets. If you don't have more winners than losers, then, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but you don't have an edge, and you need to work on finding that edge that is going to give you consistent profits, right? So, Miguel, do we agree on this trading plan, on this strategy? We are going to wait for the market to fall, making a lower low. We are going to wait on a retracement, and then we are going to short. And we have 6 more minutes, everybody, where we are going to monitor the retracement on the 2-hour, 1-hour or 4-hour chart. Why? Because it's easier to spot, right? Because on the daily it's going to be maybe 1-2 candles, but on the 2-hour chart you are going to see waves, right? So the level of this low is let's color code this in blue, and okay, so we have the level of the low is 8172, 8172, 8172, 8172, 8172. Okay, so what is this? 8172, 81, okay, most likely is in here somewhere, 8172. Okay, this blue line, we are going to color code this in black. This blue line right here, this is the lower low. I mean, this is the low from the daily chart, right? This is the low from the daily chart. We are now on the 2 hour, everybody. We went through the monthly, established the direction, long term, short term. We went on the weekly and we established the short term and the long term outlook. We went on the daily and we established the long term and the short term outlook. And we are on the trading time frame. The daily is our confirmation time frame, the 2 hour is our trading time frame. When the market is going to make, and if the market is going to make a lower low, okay, what we are going to do, we are going to wait for a retracement on the 2 hour chart. It doesn't matter how far the retracement is going to go. We are going to draw a counter trend line on the retracement, and if and when the market breaks the counter trend line, we are going to go short. Any questions, everybody? We are beginner traders. We don't know nothing about the forex market. We have learned so far structure, trends, concepts. The higher time frame controls the smaller time frame, right? You need to have the confirmation time frame in the same direction than the trading time frame. We have learned about highs and lows. And next week we have a so-called trading week. No learning anymore. We are going to apply the concepts and everything in the live market. We are not going to use any advanced techniques. No stochastic, no Fibonacci's, no nothing, just trend lines, trends and market structure, plain and simple. Okay, Miguel, do you agree with that plan? That we are going to wait for the market to break, and if the market doesn't break, if the market is not going to break the low, what does this mean? Well, simply means that it's changing channels. Sometimes the market does this, right? Breaks the trend line, but is going to go up again. Sometimes, everybody, the market is switching channels. Okay? Sometimes you are in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. The market breaks the uptrend line, right? Sometimes even it breaks the structure low, but it's going to continue. Okay? Sometimes the market switches channels. Okay? This is why it's so important for you to understand why to wait for the break of the lower low. Why did we lose? What I didn't see. And Miguel is saying, of course. Okay, everybody, no homework until tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Stay strong and trade with passion. This is FXPassion signing off.